Take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up your feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
Welcome back to the library, fellas.
We're here, and we're not queer.
Hey.
Another episode.
Fine by me. Yeah.
I got in the truck with Nick earlier, and I said, nice hat. He said, thanks, man. I've been wearing it for 3 days. I haven't taken it off for 3 days. I said, you slept in it and everything? He goes, that's none of your business.
It really is.
It is not any of my business.
That's personal. And you're not a doctor.
I'm not.
No.
Nope.
Of course I took it off. Burt Reynolds, the great, once said, I only take my hat off for two things.
Cool.
Sleeping and pussy.
Just pussy? Just pussy or like doing stuff to pussy?
He's been like this for an hour. Yeah. Argumentative.
I have been. I woke up on the good side of the bed today.
Yeah.
And
I'm ready for a fight.
I've been snarky all day.
I'm not going to go down like a little girl.
I've been a little excited waiting just to see y'all.
Yeah.
That's what it's been. I've been holding this in for a month, all this bullying. Been holding it
The
in.
dog chased a cat. It's just chaos.
I failed 3 times coming in here.
There's a Looney Tunes episode. Tom and Jerry back here.
Yeah, because we kind of talked about what we were going to talk about. I was like, all we've done for like the last 4 episodes was do brackets. So I'm
I'm
sure
sick of
there's
brackets.
so much crap that we can talk about.
Just going to let this one go.
Yeah.
We're going to let our heart drive the narrative.
What have y'all been doing lately, though? Just personally.
Dude, I've been so busy with dance and extracurriculars for the kids and got stuff this weekend. It's been nonstop. Pretty much busy until the end of May, but then it kind of slows down a little bit.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
I've been doing a lot of landscaping lately.
Yo.
For work.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. A lady just asked me if I could do some landscaping, and ever since then, I've been getting phone calls for it.
You done diversified. You diversified your business.
Advertising for it, nothing. It's just been coming my way.
I was going to say, next thing you know, you're going to be buying one of them lawnmower trailers or whatever.
Well, the thing is, with him, he's well known in town. So all you gotta do is do a halfway decent job. His personality is the rest
always
of it.
do.
That he does, and he's gonna show up.
Yeah.
So personality is everything with him. That's how he runs his business.
Yeah. 75% of my job is the actual work. The other 25 is
Yeah.
just making people feel good about
Right.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making
Which I can
people.
do. I'll break a man
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Fair.
You make
You're
it feel
gonna need
real
more
good.
employees, I'll tell you that.
When we bought our house, we were sitting at the mortgage company, and the dude we bought it from is a well-known builder in Scottsville. He signed everything. I had him in there laughing and giggling, cutting up a rug, and
You dancing in there?
I might have. I probably did something with my arm.
Horizontal hustle.
Yeah. But he left, and the mortgage officer was like, he's in here like 4 times a month because he sells so many houses. I've never seen him smile once. And I mean, I almost had that man in there crying.
How much you pay for this house? Man.
Yeah, way over ticket.
Way over, apparently. It's been on the market for a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
boy.
happy as a
No,
lark.
it was on Zillow for 6 hours when we put an offer
Damn.
in. Yeah.
It's about like every freaking.
It is
real
a
estate
beautiful place,
these
though.
days.
He showed me around the compound earlier, and that's the first time I've seen this house in the daytime.
Yeah, Wes, have you been in the backyard?
I snuck around back one of the times I was
Yeah.
here.
It's
Oh,
like a
there's
whole different like place, man.
Yeah.
It's like you getting it's like you're not even.
I don't remember. I think it was the night that you had the party that that I came over.
My birthday party.
But it was dark.
There's a lot more happened back there since then.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a little tour. We might have to.
He didn't show me where the meth lab was.
Oh,
No, it's where it's gonna be.
Oh, it's where it's going to be. Proposed site. It's a
One
proposed
thing at a
site.
time, Josh. The to-do list is longer and longer every day. They like her fussing.
the cat is just
What are they
punching
doing?
him in the
I don't know
face.
why everything always has to happen right behind me.
Yeah. It's always during this.
Yeah, speaking of meth lab, I mean, no Josh has. Nick, have you seen? You've seen?
No, Josh has what?
Been exposed.
Meth.
He's
No,
been
I've never
exposed.
Have
done
you
that.
watched Breaking Bad before?
I've never watched one episode of Breaking Bad.
It's good, man. I don't know why I sat down and this morning, or last night actually, I turned it on and watched a couple episodes, and it's just a good show, man.
I love Better Call Saul. It's my
I'm waiting
favorite.
finish
I'm waiting
it.
until I'm a little bit older to watch it.
Okay.
Do you think you can handle it? You're not mature enough?
No.
I'd like to have one of the RVs like they got.
The old Winnebago style,
Yeah.
like the square front, like straight 80s style.
80s
yeah.
style RV.
Dude,
I
that
think
show's
it's
so intense. It's like so many different feelings you feel while watching that show. Breaking
Yeah.
Bad, or not Breaking Bad. We're talking about Better Call Saul's the same way to me though. I just I like his character more than Heisenberg.
those two brothers that come down from the cartel or whatever.
Yeah, the twins or whatever.
And I had to look away today because one of them walks up behind a police officer and just crushes him with an axe.
Yeah, dude. Those dudes are killers. They don't even
Man.
talk or nothing.
Yeah, they don't say a word.
They look snappy though.
Yeah,
They got some good looking suits.
The handsome-looking Hispanic fella.
Yeah, they're like his hitman. They just go.
Yeah.
They show up. There's nothing else going on. They have no dialogue. They just kill people and leave.
yeah.
And they're relentless. They don't stop. They get hurt. They're like machines, dude. Yeah, like they get hit by stuff, stabbed. They just keep on
That's
going.
why you need a partner, because you got to have somebody to show off for.
It's his brother.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're brothers. They're twins.
brother.
I guess.
You ain't gonna let your twin brother outshine you, and you're like,
And the part where, like, whenever they get a Nacho, remember that part? Like when he's in his car and like they walk up. These are a lot of spoilers for Breaking Bad. The show's been out for 15 years. If you haven't seen it yet, spoiler alert.
When they get a nacho.
Nacho, he's like the other guy. He's like their boss, kind of. Well, he ends up getting in, like, infiltrated or getting in, like, a mess, and they think he's, like, rolled on them or something. So they try to kill him, and it's, like, a sad part, but he, like, outsmarts them.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
I don't want to ruin any more of it, but, yeah, like, it doesn't kill him, but, like, they have, like, a tussle or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just crazy scene. That
Yeah,
show's
there's-
wild.
There's so much, and you got Skylar, who's a
Nah, yeah, dude.
golly, she's something.
She
else.
found that money underneath the house. It's the worst ever.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what are you doing? He's like...
She was the worst.
She's the worst. I like the scene. It's like if Skylar would have died in like episode 6 or something, it never would have been a season, and he just would have been rich and like not happy or whatever. It would have been over.
Yeah, it would have
Would have been over. I saw a thing the other day. You know how his son's like disabled or whatever. Well, he's like that in real life.
Yeah.
So he's been on like a podcast here recently. The top comment said, "Love to see how serious he took this role."
He's still committed to the bit.
Internet, dude.
Years later.
Internet.
That's hilarious.
I love the comments.
Oh man. What about text messages? Y'all see this stuff with the Hegseth and
Yes.
Mike?
Yeah.
Walls?
I just thought I got a
Michael
message from a
Walls?
minute ago. It was from Pete Hegseth.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm in a group
What do you
message
say?
now.
Bob and Yemen.
Going to the strip club later. Somebody is. I'm not. His words.
Yeah, going to the strip club. We're
Yeah.
gonna plan some, coups and whatnot over in the Middle East.
Supposedly,
They put it to bed this morning. The press secretary, they asked her more questions about it. She's like, as far as the White House is concerned, this case is closed. And I was like, how do you just let that go? Could you imagine? I don't know, man. I don't want to get into politics.
supposedly, that server that they use for that text message
Signal.
signal,
Yeah.
all that was set up like a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
and of course you're gonna find a way to pin it on the Biden administration if
Right.
you can.
Of course.
you know?
That's all I've heard about.
Yeah.
I mean, I use Signal. I mean,
I've never heard of it until they did this.
I mean, I've been using it for like 4 years now with like a certain. There's probably 4 or 5 people I have on Signal that I don't text. I just use Signal with them.
The press conferences have turned into what are we fixing that the Biden administration did? You know, it's like how much stuff could he have? It's been a few months now.
Yeah.
You know, like I get it, but let's start trying to do stuff. Let's talk about the
I was
future a
going
little
to
bit.
say, I think that we were
Set.
something was supposed to
See
be
it.
done in 90 days, and that's nowhere near.
No.
JFK files ain't released.
And they jumped
I
the
thought
gun
they
on.
were.
Well, they jumped the gun on that. Like they put a bunch of shit out.
They did release
Some, but it's
Yeah.
it's not even nothing that's like groundbreaking or nothing. All it did was piss the family off because it's stuff that they weren't even like told about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They should have told them first before letting the whole world see it, I guess. And I see that point too.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to release it, but at least let the damn family know before you do that. There was some
left
outrage.
Besides RFK Jr., I mean, they all
there's a
they all
big-
got
His,
murdered. I
They're
thought.
a big family.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're
I'm
big
just talking
one
about
of
how
them's-
frequently those people die.
Yeah.
One of
surprised
them,
there's any left.
one of the main stars in the show, White Lotus, Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. He's part of that whole bunch. He looks just like Bobby Kennedy, his uncle. You
Oh,
know?
really?
Yeah, looks just like him. Or he looks like the Kennedys, that side. He don't look like the Schwarzeneggers.
Oh, was Schwarzenegger married to?
Yeah, he was married to Shriver, and she was Jacqueline Kennedy's niece or something. Like it's like no, I'm sorry, the Kennedy side, not Jacqueline. She was, you know what I mean. But yeah, like they look alike.
Hey, y'all cut it out.
She's hissing.
The cat is mad.
I think she's stoking the fire. The cat started it.
She gonna need a diet soon.
Yeah,
She getting thick.
The cats do that.
6 or 7 months old.
she's pretty thick.
Yeah. We
Uh,
like 'em thick.
Oh yeah.
And Jemima's coming back.
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Her
It
face
ain't the
coming
Pearl
back.
Milling Company anymore. They don't keep Pearl Milling Company, but put her face back on there.
They're putting her face back on there. I know.
Mm.
I mean, I would change it back to Aunt Jemima as well if I were them.
Funny story. I was going to tell you, yes, what I've been doing. So this weekend, we went and hung out with some friends we hadn't seen in a while, went out to eat, and a couple of our friends just had a baby, like a few months ago. So my buddy that had the baby, he just bought a brand new truck. So he's telling us his story, man. He's like, this is their third child, I think. And yeah, third child. And he's like, so we get heading to the hospital, and she's like, I'm about to have this baby now. And he's like, no, we're not having this baby right now. We're going to get there. So
Hold it in.
yeah, so her water breaks in the truck.
Glitch.
Her water breaks in the truck, like on the way there. So he gets in there. He pulls up to the hospital, runs inside with her, gets her up there. Well, he has to go park his truck.
Yeah.
Well, while he's parked the truck, she's done had the baby. He goes back inside, and she's ready. It's like 5 minutes. She's done had the baby.
Dang.
So he tells us his story, and the only thing I can think about is he just bought this brand new truck, right?
I'm gonna need to get a detail.
In a couple years, so then he went and parked this truck right after her water broke. So he stayed up in that hospital room for that night, that whole rest of that day at night. He didn't go out there and clean that truck out. So a year from now, 2 years from now, whenever he's tired of that truck, he's going to sell that truck to somebody. And one day they're going to be eating McDonald's, and somebody's going to drop a French fry, and they're going to say 3-second rule.
Oh,
And somebody's going to pick that French fry up and eat it. That's all I could think about. And I was like,
Golly.
dude.
Placenta juice on the
Yeah.
floor.
So I was like,
Golly.
how many times have we done that probably in life with things that we don't even know, you
I
know?
ate a fry off the ground at a bar.
Dude, that's nasty.
Yeah. There was a trend going around where like really physically in shape people were like they would start sitting in a chair and then they would try to crawl underneath it and get back in the
Yes,
seat
I've seen that.
without
Yeah,
touching
yeah,
the
yeah.
ground. I was trying to do that at the bar.
Yeah.
And then Phil Johnson, I got done and I was like, yeah, I'm tired. And he said, Nick, eat that fry off the ground. So I just picked up and ate it. Like everybody was already watching me from the chair thing. So I had like 40 people just gagging.
In the,
Yeah.
in the throes of alcohol.
You
Yeah.
could do
But having
anything.
a good time.
What's so funny is like that's what people like that's seen that they'll remember you just for that, and they'll be like, you know, Nick Cook, yeah, man, I seen that motherfucker eat a fry off the bar floor one day.
Off the tip balls floor.
Yeah, that's like if you get like if you die like in a fucked up way, like like where you choke yourself. What's that called? Autoerotic. Yeah,
Autoerotic
like you could be upstanding citizen, be a great father and everything your whole life, but if you die that way, that's all anybody ever remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times the family will shield that from coming out, like the cause of death or whatever. Like I know a guy, like a college student. Well, we were really good friends, and then he went off to school in Boston, and so none of us had seen him in like a year or so. Well, apparently he came back home without his parents knowing, and I mean, everybody assumes an overdose, but like the parents like never let it out. Like they never told anybody exactly. They said they just came home and he was laying there like lifeless.
Cum everywhere. Cum just fucking everywhere, dude.
Yeah, so,
Smile on his face and
I mean,
cum everywhere.
If a family I mean, they're a pretty affluent family, but if a family like that in Bowling Green can stop things like that coming out, I'm sure other people
I
can
want people to
too.
tell it. Fuck it.
Let them know.
That's a legacy.
yeah,
Most time people don't remember shit about you.
that's true.
Like,
You know, it's
like
pretty tight.
so many people know, for some reason this comes to mind, that Matthew McConaughey's dad died while having sex with his mom. Just because
Yeah.
it was in Matthew McConaughey's
It's in his book. Yeah. Green lights.
Yeah. But that is a death worthy of like
Didn't you tell me another story from that
no.
book, or do we? I think we already told it on the podcast. So.
maybe about him fighting like a tribal He was like,
No, not that one. You told a story about his little brother going to the
Oh,
piston
yeah.
contest.
there's another one in there. I didn't actually read this section, so this is third-hand information.
Yeah.
But
This
he
this
was-
is your interpretation of somebody
Yeah.
else's story. At least that would be good.
He was with, yeah.
Buckle up.
He was with some kind of wild adventure guide, and they were filming. They were filming a movie in like Brazil in the rainforest or something, and on one of his days off, he was with a wild adventure guide, and they came up to this tribe that's really big into wrestling, and so like all of them circled Matt. It's Matt for short for Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Challenged him to a wrestling match, and he wrestled this guy, he said, for 15, 20 minutes. And
Hard as a rock.
They fought their asses off, and this dude, he beat Matthew, but when they got done, the whole tribe was just chanting his name because he had, like, the balls and the brass
To fight this guy?
to fight this guy. Yeah. But it was just, like, really intense wrestling. It wasn't actual fist fighting or anything. But, I mean, he said he was bloody and beat up, and, yeah, he just had, So that's pretty sick.
That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Well, would you look at there?
He don't wear deodorant either.
Mine's aluminum free.
mine is too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit. I had to go back to aluminum. That shit wasn't working for me.
I've been on it for like a year and a half now.
Don't you have enough aluminum on your body?
No, titanium. I need some aluminum in me.
They told you it was titanium.
Well,
I
that's it.
switched. I don't know if there's a difference.
Is it magnetic?
I'm about to get a new one. I'm pretty psyched about
Is
that.
it magnetic?
No,
magnetic?
I feel like you just got
2 years.
2 years.
2 years
ago.
in June. Time flies.
Wow.
The podcast to be 2 years old this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well.
That was about the last time we talked about him getting a new leg.
yeah. About 2 years ago.
It was right when it first started. Then.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a new one. This should help me like take steps better. I've graduated up to a K4. I'm topped out. I've graduated up. You have to go through the levels.
Sticking on that topic, Wes, what's your love language?
I don't know how that slides into that topic, but I think it was
Sliding into stuff's his love language.
words of affirmation.
There you
Really?
go,
Yeah.
Well, you look great today, and you look chipper and happy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
What's yours, Nick? I'm gonna see if I can guess it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can guess it. Physical touch.
It is.
Now, duh. You kiss me every time I see you. I've got
It
more
is
hugs.
physical touch.
And let's see if y'all can guess mine.
Oh God.
Acts of services.
service.
I was gonna say it's definitely not physical.
He wants people to do shit. For
I
him.
want to watch you do shit. I want to watch you
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
about you pick up this fucking house?
Yeah. How about you go clean my refrigerator out?
Yeah. Oh man, Josh's refrigerator is the most stocked fridge ever.
Dude, I gotta
Every
keep it
time I
stocked,
open
dude.
it, it's the most out of anyone in my life.
I've always been that way, and like I've never had food insecurity in my life. Like I just got to have like a house full of food, or I just freak the fuck out.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I do.
The
But you know,
He says
I
he
do.
doesn't have food insecurity, but he just said if my house isn't full of food, I freak
But
out.
I said I never had like real food insecurity.
Oh,
I'm saying.
gotcha.
Like I never
Yeah.
had. I've
Well,
never
you
went
got
to
it
bed hungry.
now.
I never went to bed hungry or nothing, you know. But
Yeah, definitely.
I think a lot of it's just because I don't get around as good, and I just like having stuff close to me.
That's him prepping. He has 3 weeks worth of Little Debbie's.
Fritos.
Yeah.
He's just making sure he goes
He
out
got
of the
over-
house.
I said,
as
you want
little-
something to eat real quick? He said, you do have a pretty good selection of snacks.
I said, I got stuff, but
but
it's a nice spread.
we don't eat like we're in the trailer park anymore.
Lot of
I was-
saltines.
Yeah, I think every time I come up here, I always like picked a different like hostess snack.
We
to
don't
eat.
have as many of those. I've cut them out, but I still have a couple. I gotta have a little bit of it.
A Swiss roll one time, oatmeal cream pie.
Right now, I'm on the Star Crunch. I'm on the Star Crunch
I've
kick.
had a Star Crunch at your house before.
Star Crunch kick.
We
We got
had
some
a
of those.
blueberry and cream pastry from the
That sounds good, too.
fireworks stand earlier.
Fireworks
All right,
stand.
Check this out.
Oh, listen to this story.
So, yeah.
Oh boy.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to Kill Tony Friday night at Bridgestone.
We talked about it the whole way here.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I bought some sparklers at the fireworks stand today.
You might want to wait until this after you go to the
I
show.
don't think anybody's gonna got. I mean,
But if it does happen,
Who are you going with?
Dustin.
Two of
it's
his
for
buddies.
Dustin Grace's birthday.
Oh, okay.
He got He got tickets for like 3 of us to go for his birthday.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm going Saturday.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But if I get somehow miraculously caught on stage, I'm gonna like tape those. I don't know if I'm gonna tape them to my body or if I'm just gonna go out there. I'm gonna sneak in a book of matches and a sparkler, and that's how I'm gonna come on stage and maybe singing
And getting tackled.
America.
The beautiful.
Oh, boy.
America.
You ought to come out with sunglasses on like Ray Charles, like you're blind
Yeah.
with the sparklers, and then so you can
Maybe
see.
I'll
Then
just
take
run
them
up.
off so I can see again.
Yeah. Maybe fall off the stage.
You give Casey Rocket a run for his money.
Yeah, probably.
God.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta be.
If you were as
confident.
quick in the head
gotta
as
be
him,
confident.
you definitely move around as you. You just
Yeah.
got to practice riffing. You could be right there with him. You'd be right there with
That's
him.
funny. Yeah, next Monday, speaking of Kill Tony, is the first time it won't be on YouTube on Monday.
Will it be? Will this like be? You think maybe one of the nights from the Nashville show?
I mean, if it's this Monday, I doubt it.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
That quick of a turnaround?
Yeah, no. I'm sure. I bet that because they said it's 3 specials.
Yeah, it's 3 nights. Yeah.
So I'm betting it's just a mix up of different
Good
shows
shit.
of the Killers of Kill Tony tour that they did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because on Netflix
It shows.
it's just Tony and Red Band and then William.
But the preview shows like Trump, like the night of Gillis and Adam Ray is Trump and Biden. It shows a bunch of like clips. So I don't know if maybe it's just like a
compilation.
compilation of.
Maybe I don't know. It just based on
That's what I'm curious
the
about.
image I saw, it was just all the regulars. So I was thinking maybe it's going to be heavy on the regulars and maybe sprinkle in some like Adam Ray. He was the winner
Right.
of
The Dr. Phil like Dr.
2024
Phil, yeah.
2024 guest of the year or whatever he was.
But who do y'all think is the best like golden ticket winner from Kill Tony? Like that's like I guess like or best like regular I guess.
I like the foreign guy that's like from Scandinavia or something.
Ari Matty, the one from
Matty.
Estonia, yeah, Ari Matty, yeah.
He is really good.
Yeah.
William took a long time to grow on me, so it's definitely probably not my main one. Same with
Kind of like a one trick pony though, you know, with
Yeah.
William to me.
yeah.
Like I like him. It's just he yells a lot. And
I
that gets
don't
kind of
remember. Funny enough, one of them, and I think it's a newer golden ticket. Like he got it just a few weeks ago, and then like immediately used it. Like may have even been this last Monday. It might have been the one before that though. He was funny as hell.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what his name was. Like he's like pretty new, so I've only seen him do 2 minutes at this point. You know.
Is this the most flexible dog you've ever seen in your life?
Oh yeah.
I think I lean more toward I like Rick Diaz quite a bit.
Yeah, he's got that your sarcastic drive.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
smart.
fine.
Yeah, he's I like that style.
I never associate when I see clips of that guy. I'm never paying attention to the name below.
Yeah.
And when we say Rick Diaz, I am not imagining that guy. Like the Diaz last name
Yeah.
does not fit that.
Right,
man's
yeah, yeah.
look. Yeah.
He goes by like
Diaz,
Sad Man Rick Diaz. That's like his character.
Oh.
Like
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, yeah.
What
He's on tour right now with like they're on tour with a bunch of
Corda?
Heath Cordish. Yeah, he's with him on tour right. He's with Heath Cordish.
man, yeah, I love little man.
Yeah.
They're on tour together. Him, Heath Cordish,
He's very
and
sharp.
the Mexican guy
Hate that guy.
that I thought was gay forever, but he's not.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, but they're on tour together.
He's the most one trick pony. He's
Yeah,
just,
I don't think he's funny.
He's just the quintessential Latino comedian.
Throw him in there, yeah. Throw him in there, the mix.
Well, I mean, he's just trying to be.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias,
Yeah, Fluffy.
yeah.
Nobody can be Fluffy.
No, I don't like his comedy, but he's just trying to do the same thing
Yeah.
Fluffy does.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, if it worked for him, worked for him.
You know,
I mean,
Fluffy's built a $500 million empire.
Yeah.
but that's him though, man.
He's got like 112 Volkswagen buses. or
Yeah, he
something,
loves
fully
that
stuff,
refurbished.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
I made that number up completely.
He's like a big Dodgers fan and
It's
all
a good
that shit.
amount. It's a good amount of VW buses. I've only seen
Big
one.
into them things.
He went over like 3 hours at the Dodger Stadium, and they charged him like $300,000.
Yeah, he said keep going though. That's a good special though on Netflix. That was a pretty good special.
I haven't watched any of his shit since I was 16.
My son's 14, so I've been getting him into stand up. I'm just not going to put him right on somebody that's.
That's an easy. That's a easy start for getting
We
someone in a stand.
we doing Nate Bargatze, we doing Gabriel Iglesias, we doing Dusty Slay.
Yeah.
You know,
Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan. David Spade a little bit. Some of his
Yeah.
old stand up stuff
Those
like
are
that.
easy ones to get
Yeah.
into. I mean, and there's other.
He's not listening to Bert talk about deep throat and fucking cock and shit like that
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, there's other clean comedians that are really.
He
really
hears
good
that at
out
home
there, too.
enough.
I
I said he hears that
I
at
tell
home
you
enough.
what, if
Yeah.
somebody out there wants to take a sound bite of Josh saying deep throat and fucking cock, I will send you a free T-shirt. But
Speaking of t-shirts,
it needs to be an XL.
Oh yeah, T-shirt.
We got
Speaking of
40 of
t-shirt,
them.
we have one medium left.
We're doing a flash sale, $10.
I think they were always $10.
No, they were 15, weren't they? I've been
Probably
overcharging
not.
for shirts.
Probably not.
No, I don't think I charged anybody $15.
No, I've been charging $15.
Oh,
He been charging his family for shit.
You-
They don't
well,
even
the
want
people
it.
I was selling them to were also shipping them, so they would usually send
That's
me.
why it was. That's where I was
They would usually
confused.
send me 15.
That's why they
bucks.
don't put me in charge of stuff.
Yeah, because I would just ask for 10, and they would be like, "I'm giving you 5 for
Well,
shipping."
I
So,
thought 10, right? But I wasn't sure, so I said I'm gonna go a little more because I'd rather be a little more than a little less.
Yeah.
So
So I don't care if you want to just give me as any money.
yeah, yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, Josh gave out a bunch for free for a motherfucker that didn't pay for them.
I'm invested. I'm
He
invested.
asked for another large today. You think that's we're gonna see that money?
Oh man, he's taking at least $80 worth of shirts. Ain't put a damn dime in the big.
At least 80. At least maybe 100. No, actually, hold on. 5 times 120 if we're going by $15.
Yeah, that's all the price of advertising. We had to pay. Yeah.
Oh my god!
So what?
I do got a pretty slick mushroom.
got something
deal
cool
up,
over it.
so-
Yeah, and you get our presents.
You get everlasting friendship.
Yeah. That I didn't sign up for.
30
Nobody
years
asked
now.
for this.
30 years.
Oh. Just want a
Oh,
moment
man.
thinking about the next
Yeah,
30
but yeah,
years.
messages, holler is whatever you want to do. Text me directly and all.
Put in bids.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about it, like, share, and subscribe.
Comment. Best comment gets a free shirt.
Yeah. I don't know if this is gonna land at all, but I've kind of got a character I want to.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
Oh, boy.
This is called. This is just the beginning, so this is something kind of simple for the first one. But this is doing things with Tourette's. All right, welcome back to Things with Tourette's. It's me, your host, trying my absolute best to teach you how to do something simple today. And that simple task is making a goddamn sandwich! Should be easy, right? Flap doodling crumpet wanker! 'Cause my brain has other plans, so let's begin. All right, step one, get 2 slices of bread, damn it! Okay, now, not throw them, just pick them up like normal. Son of a biscuit gremlin!
You can stop there. It's not landing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it landing?
No.
Dang,
No.
it might. I'm gonna
I
ask my
don't
cousin
know.
Landed
Logan.
me a headache.
I'm gonna ask
I
my
don't know.
cousin Logan. He always gives me good feedback.
That says he's your cousin. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll try again next week.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And that was this week's of Things with Tourette's.
You know, funny enough, I just keep looking at your suspenders, and I know I've mentioned the Red Green Show like 10 times
Oh,
on this
yeah.
podcast, and now I get Red Green Show advertisements.
Here you do.
Like I've never.
They're in your
searched it.
Neuralink.
It probably
never
thinks you're
heard-
best friends with Red Green.
Speaking of
Now you
Neuralink,
say something.
Elon Musk has another love child come out today. It's his
Yeah, they're-
13th kid.
Come out
yeah.
like was born.
6 months ago.
Ashley St. Clair.
Yeah, no, it's a different one. This is a new one.
I know.
Today's
her.
April Fool's Day. There were about 30 chicks that all.
Well, this
said-
was on actual news though, and like he's had a tweet out that he was going to give her $500,000 a year, or he already gave her $500,000 a year, and 2.5 million so far.
That's Ashley St. Clair.
And he would
That's
take.
who-
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
And he would take a paternity test. Didn't even have to be court ordered.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Ashley.
That's her,
St.
okay.
Clair. Yeah, she's a Jew.
Is she
Yep.
St. Clair? Interesting.
Well,
I'm sure that's not her. Like,
that's who.
real name.
If I
That's not her fraternal name.
If
Yeah.
I was procreating to have the most productive kids in this society, I would probably pick a Jewish woman,
Why?
just because they always seem to have their shit together.
Really?
So if that kid has Jewish blood, yeah. I mean, I've never met a.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know if I've ever met a Jew.
Yeah,
Not full blooded.
no, not
Like people would say they got Jewish heritage.
The Jews on the internet are doing good.
Oh, I did work with a guy that was very Jewish, and
Are there even?
How Jewish was he?
well, one day I was asking him how like his dating life was going. He was like, "Man,
Assalamu alaikum.
I'm Jewish, so I have to use this J Swipe app. So it's Tinder for Jews
That's tight.
because Jews like
They
once
have to
take it
stay.
seriously,
Yeah.
They have to stay like their partner also has to be Jewish,
Right. Or
So,
convert, and that's even pushing it.
Yeah. So I remember him telling me his stories on J Swipe. I was like, could I sign up for it, or will they just know that I'm not Jewish?
They can look at you and tell right away.
This damn European, get off here.
Yeah.
This man has way too much Neanderthal DNA.
Right. He's got a Scandinavian jawline.
Yeah, no.
People that raped and pillaged our country.
Yeah.
And then he ended up moving to the most Jewish place ever, which is New York City.
Do we even have anywhere around here to worship if you're Jewish? Like,
I think there's
A
what are they
synagogue?
called? Synagogues or
Ah,
tabernacles? Temples?
Temple.
temple or synagogue?
I'm sure there's got to be one.
Not in
somewhere.
I
Franklin.
bet there's one in Bowling Green.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
There's a big
Nashville.
mosque.
Nashville, I'm sure.
There's a monster mosque in Bowling
There's two monster mosques in Bowling
I've
Green.
never seen.
It was the monster mosque.
I've never seen anybody wearing like the tiny hats. in
The
person.
yarmulkes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen
I've
that.
never seen
I did in
that
New York,
in
not around
person.
here. I have met a Jew, as a matter of
You've
fact.
met the most Jews.
But yeah, I'm talking like actual, like in my daily life.
Yeah,
I've
the ones
never,
at the compound.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that was like a attraction. That was like a tourist
there's
attraction.
a compound up the road that I'm gonna take you to one day.
I didn't see
It's
one
in
woman
Allen
there.
County.
Did I tell y'all that? I didn't see one woman there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a big
dude.
part of
And
the.
I know that there was women involved, but I'd never seen one. And they took us down like 2 levels underground to eat. We didn't even eat up in like the main part of the church.
McDonald's.
Oh man, you were in the.
They hand dug those suckers.
They're
You
trying
were
to hide.
in it.
They were hiding from Ye. That dude's
Yeah.
off his rocker again, huh?
Dude, you see, he was on a podcast with our academics podcast. I'm
Yeah.
not really familiar with that fella, but he was on there in a black KKK outfit.
Oh, I did
He
not
looks
see
like
that.
the Maserati from Dune. That's who he
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
like.
I haven't watched the whole thing, but he at one point he says, "I'm the closest thing on the planet to God," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Here we go. They said
makes
that Kim
fun.
K is really trying to push for like full custody and to get like him away from their kids. And
No
he's like,
crap.
the
No
kid, that's
shit.
what he was talking about today, like on the interview. Like I saw bits and pieces, and he was like, he said people have a problem with me because whatever I'm into usually goes against the norms.
Yeah.
And that guy was like, all right, dressed up in a KKK hood.
He also had a swastika chain, like a
Bedazzled,
diamond.
iced out.
Yeah, iced out. That's what I was
She
looking
might have
for.
a case with all this
Yeah,
Nazi
dude.
talk.
Like she's like really upset, and I guess they have 4 kids together. I didn't know that,
Yeah, I didn't know there was that many. I
4,
thought there was 2.
and they're all full. Like they're all like 4 full-blooded kids
Yeah.
between the 2 of them.
Full blood in them.
How would it be
Yeah,
otherwise?
it could be like from her. It could have like previous,
half-blood
like a
prince.
previous marriage or something.
Oh,
her already
oh.
have kids or him. Like
Step-
they're all full
step-
siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Full blood is not a good thing to say.
I was like, what is this?
No, that was
And the
terrible.
half-blood prince.
Yeah, I don't remember what else he said today on that interview.
I have a
but
way with words. I've always been told.
It
You
was
use
just
them.
crazy. That
It's true.
just throws them out there.
Yeah, yeah. It
Try-
was kind of Stu Krakalakis. You know what I'm
I have,
saying?
Like, serious talks with my kids sometimes. They're like, "All right, Dad," and they go like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck is he talking about?" All right, Dad.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what's going to happen with that fella.
What were the deal
He's
with
saying
prepositions?
his album is going to have a red swastika on it. Like that's just going to be the album art
God,
for the one that's coming out.
when's your shirt supposed to be
I might
here?
get you that vinyl for Christmas. I might get you that vinyl for Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing Kanye, it's going to be a freaking.
It'll be a
banger.
hitter, dude. It'll be a banger.
It'll be a banger.
I don't know though, man. It's really getting to like where if you like Ye's music, you can just listen to it. He has enough good old stuff that you can just say, "Hey, this is the Kanye I want to
Yeah.
follow," and I'm not going to listen to nothing else.
Through the wire, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say, I think everybody, it's a known theory about him is like he kind of went on this crazy tour or whatever you want to call it when his mother died.
Yeah.
Because they were very, very close, from what I understand.
Artists are, I mean, usually the better the artist, the more crazy they are
Yeah.
in history, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look at
People
Freddie
cut their-
Mercury, Michael
Vincent Van
Jackson.
Gogh cut his ear off,
Yeah,
even back that far ago, you know. Machiavelli faked his death, you know what I mean?
everybody in the Beatles.
Right.
Machiavelli, what'd he do? Was he a painter?
I think he was a philosopher or something.
Yeah.
Oh, art. I got an idea.
He was Tupac, Machiavelli. Come with me.
He didn't have it.
Hail
Do you think he
Mary.
had rhythm?
Hail Mary is a good
Do
song.
you think Machiavelli had rhythm?
Probably. They had to do something. Everybody danced back then. There wasn't no TV or nothing. They just
Yeah, wasn't nothing else to
there
do.
was nothing else to do.
Yeah.
You had to be good at something.
Uh,
Your family had no dancers in it. It didn't pass down.
I'm black.
No, you're not.
you got
Yes, I
you
am.
got a quarter in you or something? Well, he doesn't know his dad.
My grandfather's last name's Black.
That's true. Okay.
Moving on.
His dad's not black.
What
I wish.
Do you? What would you do for one day if you were black? What
I
would
would
you
be
do?
even
If you were
more
black for one day, what was the first thing you do?
He also wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not missing.
You don't think so?
It could be
It's a
great.
joke. Come on, keep catching.
Oh, I thought you said he wouldn't be here. I didn't hear
Yeah.
that. Nick wouldn't be here.
No.
The father.
No.
Your father. So he could
Everybody
be.
knows
Very
in
well
the
could be.
90s, in the 90s, black people were cream pieing left and right.
I think
And
they
everybody
still
knows
are.
Pine it up.
Pretty sure they do that.
Pine
still.
Pine it
Sky.
up.
Yeah.
I'm got a craving.
Y'all ever do
Pie.
a bunch of pies back in the day, or do you wait till you got a little older? Like, it shit scared me in
Oh,
high
yeah, I was
school.
scared to death.
I wasn't getting girls pregnant.
No. Yeah. No.
I don't. Yeah, I
I was
was
scared to
way
death of
on
that.
up in age before I did the pie.
Yeah. No. I was probably early 20s, but I was with some.
Oh,
serious-
man, I would.
I was in
I,
a serious relationship
Yeah.
for 8 years with that one, so
I was really looking with a pull-out game, though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Yeah.
I ain't never had a scare one, so I might be sterile for all I know. So
I don't know.
Some dude pulled up to my grandfather's car lot,
Pulled out.
said he knew me, said his daughter used to date me, and she just had a baby, and he said, "Boy, I wish it was your grandson Nick."
What?
He's twice the daddy that she's got now.
That's the weirdest thing anybody's
Yeah,
ever said to
that's
you.
what
What
I'm
do you
saying,
say
too.
that? It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, you make. No,
My
you don't.
grandfather called me bragging. He's like, "You never guess what this guy gave you the nicest compliment." Wish
People say the
you were
wildest
his
shit in
daughter's
small
baby
towns,
daddy."
dude. I was in IGA the other day looking for some cereal, and I saw somebody I knew, and he was with his son. I tried to I avoid people sometimes in stores. Sorry, but I do. I go on. I'm trying to get in and out. I'm a talker. He sees me. I'm like, "Hey man, what's going on? How you been doing?" He's like, "Oh, doing pretty good. How are you?" He said, "I said, y'all been doing all right?" And he goes, "Yeah." He said, "My son, he just started driving." And the first thing he says, he didn't say, I'm like, "Oh, cool, man." And he goes, "Tell him how many people your age died in car wrecks." And I said, "What?"
Yeah, we just talking about.
He said, "He just keeps running through stop signs. He's going to end up dead." And I said, "I don't know anybody that died in a car wreck." I said, "There's been people I know, but I was like, I'm just trying to get my fucking cornflakes to get out of here, dude." That's the first thing he said. Tell him how many people died in your grade in a car crash. I was like, I don't think anybody.
there was a lot in mine.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably like 6
But I
or
was
7,
just like,
maybe 8.
geez, dude.
Yeah, Scottsville had a bad run for a little bit.
Had to do
It's some
for
rough
Allen
roads
places.
over there, dude.
Like
Like-
Kristen's boyfriend, he's the one that drowned in Barren River Lake. I don't remember what grade we were in.
In a car?
I was sophomore. No, they were out there on a boat,
Damn.
and he jumped out, thought he could swim. Hypothermia, or what
Oh,
is it,
damn.
hypothermia?
Yeah, you just
No,
freeze
it's
up.
not hypothermia, because that takes a while. Like
Toxic shock syndrome?
Yeah,
No,
whatever
like
it
his
is.
muscles locked up because the water was so cold.
Oh, he
Yeah,
froze up.
Yeah, and he just sunk.
Paralyzed.
I remember having that. That funeral was in. I mean, we had a lot of funerals in the.
Man, had there been a door
Whatever
floating
that
by,
thing is, the theater. What?
had there been a door floating by, he could have got on top of it.
Had there been? Yeah,
I'll never
well,
let
I probably
go.
somebody would have kicked him off of it, like another lady,
Yeah.
probably.
It's always
Titanic.
chicks, dude. Happy
Mac
women.
McKenzie would have been there.
Yeah.
Would have been fine.
He's equal rights.
Equal
Yeah.
opportunity.
Equal rights and lefts.
Anyway.
We just mentioned Titanic. I've seen this all over the place. People talking about how like movie theaters are just about to be a thing of the past because they're trying everything. They're trying like all movie theaters are trying to serve.
Leo's
alcohol.
got a new movie coming out.
What?
Leo's got a new movie coming out, theaters only in
Oh,
June.
really?
They said it's going to save theaters. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But
It better be with Martin Scorsese.
It's with Benicio del Toro
that's nice. I
Oh,
like
no,
that guy.
and the guy that wrote No Country for Old Men. I can't think of his name,
I don't remember.
but he's the one doing it. Anyway,
Um,
John Paul Anderson.
Yeah. And then there was like one theater that was like incorporating pickleball somehow into the theater.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
going to sue them. I can't play pickleball.
You don't have to play it while you're watching the movie.
I mean-
I think they're turning some of the theaters into pickleball courts.
Right. They're halving
just,
it out.
like movies in general just aren't great anymore.
In arcades, like you can't even put nothing in
Like-
it for people to come into to do extra stuff.
Yeah, so a good example of this is Snow White. It just came out. The righties were really upset about them casting like a person of color for Snow White.
Snow Black.
Yeah. But then the left was really mad at Gal Gadot, which is who played the stepmother,
Queen.
evil stepmother, evil
Israel
queen.
has a right to defend themselves.
Yeah. So she made like that claim. So like you
Go
had,
for it, buddy.
So you had like both sides of the aisle like boycotting this movie for
Right.
the same reason.
Yeah.
And like I mean, just
The left is also, they should be pissed off that they didn't. I'm kind of upset. Why wouldn't you use actual little people?
yeah,
know?
that's a little rough.
That would be
Yeah.
that turned into a horror movie for
Brian
me.
Williams needs that work.
Yeah. And Vern Troyer, where's he at?
I bet that would have been
Dead.
hilarious.
Yeah, Brian Williams was yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Grumpy.
But,
Is
I
it
mean,
Brad? Is it Brad or Brian?
Brad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie bombed at the box office. So
Yeah,
far,
it's probably
so.
going to lose like $200 million.
Well, dude, the thing is if
I'd more than that.
like
to be
these
honest.
streaming services are so good now. Like,
Yeah.
dude, if you have 2 or 3 of them, you have all of them pretty much. They just rotate the movies.
Yeah, no. Funny enough, I was going to look at that. What's the side effects? Common side effects.
Yeah, common side effects on Max.
I went to my HBO app to look at it, and then I noticed there was some movie that just recently left Netflix, and now it was on
Yeah.
HBO Max. I'm like, all right, so they're just kind of like doing like a cycle with these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
remember
speaking of
what
Max,
it
I wish I watched Righteous Gemstones, dude.
Yeah,
It's so
I know.
good.
Everybody wants me to watch
It's
that.
so
I'm gonna
good,
watch
dude.
it-
This
I'm
new
gonna-
season.
I'm going to start it after
It ends.
it ends. and
White
then-
Lotus is good. You should check out White Lotus if you like. It's like a murder mystery, like thriller kind of. It's got everything in it.
Yeah.
Dude. It's crazy, and each season's different. And I didn't even think I would like it because I thought it was a chick show, but it's not. Like it's like an actual like pretty good show. So
I've got a lot of friends trying to get me into Severance. It's
yeah,
on
Christy
Apple
wants to
TV.
watch that. Yeah, we don't have Apple TV
have
though.
Apple
Yeah,
TV.
so you keep your work life and your social life separate. So you like don't remember anything
Severed.
about work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what the.
Yeah.
Oh, have you
Your
watched
your
some of it?
memories. No, I just saw
The premise.
like a video.
Oh.
Somebody
somebody
describing
put
what it
y'all's
is.
Apple TV login in the comments. Thanks.
Thank you.
You get a free shirt.
Yeah.
You get a shirt. Dude. You want a shirt or
I'll
not?
send you a
Hell,
shirt.
Josh, why don't you send them too? One for your dog.
Yeah,
Yeah. The dog that you don't have.
right.
Okay. I'm kind of rapid firing like subjects right
Yeah.
now.
Great.
But have y'all seen like the Dank Demos? The really
Demo's Grill's good.
the really big black lady that tried to sue.
Yes, for the
Yeah.
Lyft or whatever,
Yeah.
the LYFT, like the Uber.
Yeah. Yeah. She tried to sue them because the dude refused to pick her up because
He was in like
she
he
just
said he was
lost
on,
that lawsuit.
he was on spare tire too. Like he was in the right. He was
Yeah.
like, hey man, but he kind of was a little shitty with her though. But she started. She wouldn't stop.
yeah.
So he had to be kind of aggressive, I
Yeah.
guess. You know, it's his property. He don't have to give you a fucking ride if he
Yeah.
don't want to.
No, you can I mean, it's just
He
like
can
a
quit Uber right then. It's his car.
Yeah.
Like, all right, fuck it, I
well,
quit.
it's just like a business. You can refuse service
yeah.
to whoever.
Man, I had to.
That's the only way she got famous, is what I kept saying. Like
Yeah.
nobody even heard of this chick.
Yeah, for sure. And like, I mean, she's got to be 500, 600 pounds.
More
or
than that,
something.
yeah, she's
a
big. Yeah.
lady.
Yeah, she ain't riding the carts at Walmart. She's that big. She's
The
too
week
big for
after
them.
that, she had a little gig at like a bar, like while that was going on, and she was trying to twerk on stage and fell over on her back and had to get help back up.
God, dude.
Yeah.
So
Oh, boy.
gross. And that big, the guy rapper too that was like huge on that couch.
Yeah, David Blunt.
David Blunt, yeah.
He's. I don't remember who reached out to him, but somebody's like
Helping
helped him
him.
put him on a
Good, man.
like a workout.
That's the
plan
difference
system.
between dudes and chicks right there. we build each other up.
I don't.
Lizzo's lost a bunch of weight.
She had to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember.
Not because she's big, but because they kept. She had to get out from underneath all that shit.
Yeah.
She had to change her image. That and they made that whole South Park show about her. The one about Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, body positivity doesn't really matter.
Body pot's
After you do
bullshit.
that,
It's self-esteem is just in you. Like you just have
Yeah.
to build that up.
You just need to be.
Some
healthy.
people are just
It kind of
born with
reminds
more.
me of the.
You've had false confidence your whole life.
Golly.
Goddamn, not worth this confidence.
Nick catching strays.
Jeez
Right?
Louise. I've got a damn good reason to be confident.
Anyway, go ahead.
It reminds me of like left-wing people trading in their Teslas and getting gas-powered vehicles. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
you don't care about the climate.
I just like seeing the flop be going back
Yeah.
and forth. That's what I think's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah,
even knows what they like anymore. It's what
No,
everybody tells
it's-
you to like.
whatever somebody tells you to like. You know, it's like people
It's
have
not cool.
To, people have to turn
Fuck
on
your
their TV to
Tesla.
know if they should be mad or not.
Man, did y'all hear the numbers of waste that Elon and his team have found?
No,
like-
I haven't kept that.
I ain't seen no real evidence of nothing, period, of anything anybody's talking about. I just hear about it.
Yeah, it's
It's
true.
been like $40 million for diversity training in Uganda.
They could tell me
Oh,
that.
yeah,
stuff like
they
that.
They were
Yeah.
spending a crazy amount of money for condoms.
I mean, they
somewhere
spend
in
like, dude,
Africa.
our Navy spends like $6,000 on coffee mugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this ain't nothing new.
I mean, people. I saw a thing in Congress. This congressman was holding up a bag of bolts, and he was like,
Yeah.
"This bag of bolts, the Air Force buys from his company. This is a $9,000 bag of bolts."
Crazy.
He said at Ace Hardware, it's about $20.
Yeah, that was what I was going to mention. That's what always pops into my head whenever we talk about like government waste and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
because the companies that sell to them know they need it, know they're going to buy it.
Yeah.
So crank it, sucker up.
There
Yeah, they
was-
can charge whatever they want.
Yeah.
There was a bathroom built in Central Park, smaller than this room, just concrete block bathroom, public bathroom, and it cost the city $10 million.
Damn, wish I was the contract on that.
Good Lord.
Wiring that sucker up. One plug and two lights.
Yeah.
$20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those was even the plumbing. It's all
Yeah.
you got is it's like
One-
three
yeah.
pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one sewer pipe and their toilets and sink.
Yeah.
All go the same pipe.
It's
crazy.
wild.
Well,
Well, I don't think that's ever going to change. There's mainly, I mean, like the military-industrial complex is a big thing on that. With they'll just keep making money somehow.
yeah, man.
We got. I think,
We'll just start seeing like our sports stadiums and stuff sponsored by Raytheon and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be. It'll be Raytheon Industries presents the Super Bowl 57.
yeah, and what is it? Boeing and
Yeah, this is
Lockheed Martin.
this
yeah,
is,
Lockheed Martin was the other one I was thinking
right.
of. Yeah, and then what? Blackstone.
yeah, Vanguard. NCAA March Madness presented by Vanguard and BlackRock.
BlackRock. Golly, I can't remember anything today.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
insane. Kind of like the start of that movie Basketball. Like the stadiums are like Tampax, whatever, like a stadium, and then it's like it goes to like some kind of race, and it's some just long ass name, but it's a company. But they
Yeah.
own like everything, kind of like Idiocracy.
Yeah,
But
Brondo.
they're over like everything. It's like they're the Department of Culture or whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah.
I watched that wild movie last night from 1988 with Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jeff Goldblum. I forgot.
Earth
that-
Girls Are Easy.
Yeah, you forget, but Jeff Goldblum was like a sex icon back.
Oh
then.
yeah.
Yeah, he was back then.
Even in a lot of people even say that about him in Jurassic Park, like the first one.
Yeah, somebody made a butter statue of when like he's injured and he's laying down in the computer room with his shirt open,
Yeah, I know.
Kind of in a
Yeah.
Calvin Klein underwear pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody made a giant butter statue out of that.
A butter statue.
Yeah.
Just made out of butter.
Yeah. Probably at like the Ohio State Fair or something, you know.
That's wild.
I think they have a butter carving company.
They do have a butter. There's a movie with Jennifer Garner in it that is.
Don't you fucking start right now, buddy.
Well, on Jennifer Garner.
Don't.
Do you love Jennifer
You
Garner?
know I told you not to talk about this shit.
I can see you being a big Jennifer Garner
Bringing it up right
fan.
now. That horse face, cow lick sucker.
Well, she's like into everything, like raising gardens and shit, just right up your alley, hippie shit.
No, she puts that on Instagram, but she's got some poor Latino woman that does all that for her.
You think
She
so?
Steps in front of the camera. Yolanda, film this.
So you do or do not like Jennifer Gardner?
Fuck Jimmy Gardner.
I like
Okay.
Jennifer Garner.
I'm not really familiar. I know the name. I just can't.
She
even
was married to
place
Ben Affleck. Had kids with Ben
She's
Affleck.
one of the Jennifers that
Yeah, she's one of the Jennifers.
reappears in Ben Affleck's life every 6 months.
her.
There's on a rotation. Yeah, right, Pearl? Yeah. Pearly girl, squirrely Pearl.
Yeah, y'all haven't done any like very new movies on Reel, have you?
No,
I didn't think so.
the
That's
next
what I
one's a
was- that's what I
surprise.
was-
It's a classic.
What's that?
The next one is a surprise, but it's a classic. It's from the early 2000s. So nothing. We don't do. I think the newest one that we even have on the list was like Palm Springs, and that's come out during COVID
Oh,
with
okay.
Andy Samberg and the girl from Penguin,
Oh yeah,
Christy
yeah.
Melody or whatever.
Yeah.
that's the newest one we've done. The rest of them have
Well,
been like the ones we grew up watching.
Wes,
Yeah.
I know you're gonna. We're gonna link up on this one. Christina Ricci.
Oh yeah,
Y'all like her? I never had a big thing.
I love
for her.
emo girls.
Yeah,
yeah. I like Christina.
right up your alley, huh?
Yeah. For sure.
Man,
Interesting.
yeah, that's what I was. But that's where I was.
Elvira.
Going. Yeah,
Golly.
that's where I was going with the movie talk or whatever. It's
See, I was more like Mandy Moore. I liked Mandy Moore back in the day.
yeah.
That was
I can
more
see
my
that.
style. More easy.
They like snooty popular women.
Jewel.
Jewel, I love Jewel. You know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know that, but now I do.
Yeah, dude.
Alanis
I
Morissette.
thought you did.
No.
Man,
I like sad women.
sad.
Yeah.
You do like sad.
My
You pick
favorite-
because you're a happy guy though.
Yeah, you
You
need
know.
somebody to level you
I
out.
couldn't do man.
I need a project.
Right. You want to cheer people up.
Yeah.
You can't stand it if I'm in one of my moods. You just can't. Just oh man, you fucking cheer up, man. Ugh. I don't know why you're so upset.
expect you to
I don't
be
know why you're
stronger.
so upset today.
I expect you to be stronger than you are.
I'm pretty tough. I'm a pretty tough guy. Resilient.
You're sad about
I'm just impatient. An impatient person.
I'm very impatient. I've noticed that about myself as I've gotten older, and I've tried to do.
Have you
something.
worked on it?
No, I've not worked on it.
Have
at
you a
all.
kid?
What?
Have you a kid or two?
Make you
Hey,
pay.
I tell you
Adopt.
what.
Yeah, just adopt.
Okay.
You ask the good Lord for patience. Well, you better watch out because He's going to give you opportunities to be patient. He's not
True.
going to grant you.
He's not going to give you
patience.
patience.
He's going to give
He'll
you an
cut your leg
opportunity.
off and say, "Sit down."
Sit
You'll
down,
learn.
dumbass.
You done enough of this shit.
There's a good quote that I like. It says, "Whenever God is calling you to do something, just remember He has already taken into consideration your retardation."
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. They always say what he won't give you nothing you can't handle.
I mean,
He throws you some good curveballs though. That's for
I
sure.
think that's just life.
Yeah.
It's life. It's his life.
Missing
the
a
only
leg.
thing guaranteed is suffering and
Taxes?
afterlife.
And pleasure.
Oh,
I'm
Is pleasure guaranteed?
no.
They always say to run from pleasure. You know that?
Who's that, the Quaker Oats guy?
No, Marcus Aurelius. Anything you do in pleasure out of anger is never good most of the time. You don't have any willpower
I
then.
get pleasure from this podcast.
No, well, yeah. I mean, like if it becomes a problem, like everybody, you know.
Like porn.
Yeah, if it becomes where it's affecting your daily life or where it's affecting the other parts of your life, then yes.
You need a little self-control,
a little self-control
Yeah.
self-reflection,
that's why I try not to. I don't-
self-esteem.
I
and
try to-
self-release.
I try to stay off Instagram. And,
I had to
Yeah,
go.
that got me bricked up.
I had to make it a little funny. He's getting too serious there for a minute. I got uncomfortable.
yeah, I try to stay off Instagram now, just because I feel like that's all it is just half naked women.
I don't have none of that
Like-
stuff because I don't need none of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we've had a
Speaking of bricked up,
brick.
yeah,
You talking about Angel Reese?
No, she doesn't make me get brick too.
No,
Really?
I mean like her throwing bricks. 'Cause
She got
Oh
that
my
new
God.
McDonald's meal out.
Yeah.
It's a quarter
She
pounder
looks
with
like
bacon.
the sloth from Ice Age.
There's one of them gals that's a rapper. I think Flau'jae. She played on LSU.
I don't know. who
She's
that
a
is.
rapper. She's like a big time rapper.
There was somebody today that I saw on
Like
Twitter
Glorilla.
post like a 5-minute clip of like it's the WNBA Game 5 of the championship,
What's your address?
and you see like
I'll type it for you.
3 air balls get thrown. Somebody like I don't know miss dribbles and loses the ball. Like it looks like a bunch of toddlers out there playing basketball.
They're throwing the ball off like just way off to the side. It's terrible. Yeah,
Somebody
it's
went
low
up-
scoring.
The first thing was like somebody ran up to the the hoop and like they tried to do a layup, but they hit it like on the very top of the
throw it up over. Like they misjudged their timing
Yeah.
and letting go of the ball.
yeah. It was I was like I think maybe I could do a little better.
That's a
than
broad
that.
move
I
right
couldn't
there.
keep up with them. Like
They got their depth perception off.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they want to be paid the same, but I mean, NBA already
They-
subsidizes them.
Yeah, well, NBA makes money.
Yeah.
You have to make money. It's a business
Yeah.
like anything else. You know, if you don't make money, then it's not. They can't keep it open.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the WNBA too. Like all of their jerseys have.
Sponsors all
Sponsors
over
on
them,
them or
dude.
whatever.
I hated when they did that with baseball, dude. I think it waters down baseball so much.
Yeah.
Whenever they got that shit all over their sleeves, I think I'm watching a Little League game, and then you see out there on the field, I feel like I'm in farm league again because you got sponsors all over the fence.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's like a huge distraction to me. Like when I'm trying to watch the game.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think
what I
it's-
always
Well, you
think.
should learn how to focus better.
Well, I just think it's trashy. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but I
Yeah.
just think it is. It's
That's what I
tacky.
always-
It's tacky.
The distraction thing's a good way to say it because that's what I find myself doing. Like the times that I have tried to watch a WNBA game, I'm
Yeah.
like the whole time I'm just reading their sponsors.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's Tampax? I mean, there was one weird one I saw the other day. It was like Zysol, it's like an allergy medicine. I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
have different,
I was like, what's Zysol?
way different ads in the commercials too.
Yeah.
During like that stuff, it's like lotion commercials, like Olay, and then it'll be like
Olay.
it'll be life insurance, so you can buy it for your husband because he's going to die of a fucking heart attack. It'll just be shit like that.
Yeah.
It ain't like beer and chicken wings and Post Malone and Shane Gillis. It ain't none of that. It's you get to see commercials for what's that? Taylor Tomlinson's late night show, that one that she has on after Colbert. It's like aimed strictly towards like our age women.
I don't know.
She's a comedian. She has
Yeah.
a late show after Colbert.
Oh, I know the name. I
Pretty
just,
sharp.
She is pretty sharp.
Pretty sharp.
She has a face like a caricature. I like her a lot, but she's just a wild looking person.
Man, talking about we're talking about women. There's gonna be if there's women listening, they're not gonna like me because I've already shat on the WNBA. But I'm about to say, Chelsea Handler has a new special out, and I made it 15 or 20 minutes
Until
in.
she got to start talking about her pussy, and then you
Well,
had
I
to
mean,
let it
she
go.
basically does that from the start, and I was like, surely that it'll move on, and it did not after like 15, 20 minutes. And I was like, I'm turning this off.
The only female comedian that I can hardly listen to is Whitney Cummings. I like her a lot.
Yeah, I don't
but she
really
don't talk
know that.
about her pussy a lot.
Yeah.
I
So-
think she talks about her sex life more than just about anything.
I don't know. I haven't really
It's
seen
the
a lot
word
of-
choice. It's, but I think it's like the way that she goes about it. You know,
Yeah, Chelsea Handler's whole
crass, dude.
Chelsea Handler's whenever she was on Theo, I watched the Theo interview with her. The special's called The Feeling, and that's literally she called it The Feeling when she was like 13 and first discovered
Yeah.
what her
Her body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
learned about her body,
So the whole thing is about her.
her flicking her bean.
Yeah. The title of the whole thing. Like, I mean, come
I
on.
wish I could talk about pleasuring myself for an hour.
I mean, some dude comedians get away with a little bit of it, but they usually don't make it like.
Yeah,
the
it's not
whole-
their stick or
Yeah.
whatever. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's been around a long time. Chelsea lately, she's
Oh,
obviously
she's
made
big
her.
time. Yeah.
She's obviously made her money, but I mean, female comedians have to know that that's a stereotype. So why keep doing it? I mean, I guess she's still filling theaters, so maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm just. A
She has
man.
an audience, just
Maybe
like
I'm
everybody else
maybe I'm
does.
just a dumb dude.
Nobody likes. Some people don't like us, and that's okay. You know.
Who?
Sure there's somebody.
I bet Bobby Lee don't like your ass.
I'm sure there's fucking some, maybe even more after this episode.
Yeah.
But we getting real, dude. You know, we getting in.
All three of us love stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you how I
How I feel about the
stand-up.
specials.
Danny Soders. Josh sent that to me this
Yep.
week. I think I'd already seen it, but I watched it again. It's like a 45-minute
fantastic.
special.
Quick
and
special.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Nick Mullen, check out Nick Mullen. Nick Mullen's
Mullen, I
good.
watched that one as well.
Nick Mullen, hilarious.
And I watched so Nick Mullen, Stavros, and Adam Friedland.
Friedland.
Was
Friedman
it-
or Friedland? Friedland, yeah.
Was there a fourth
He's a
one?
Jew, yeah.
Friedland was on Was there a
He was
fourth
on
one,
Come Town. I don't know if there was just them three.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
it was just them three.
Come Town, yeah.
There was a podcast that Stavi and these other two dudes.
Fantastic podcast.
Yeah, I've went back and listened to some of it.
They have a very specific style. Like Nick Mullen's my style.
Yeah.
I like Nick Mullen a lot.
You need to go back. Like it's just a week or two ago, I think that Stavi had.
Weren't they on there?
Nick
yeah,
and-
yeah.
Nick and
Sure,
Adam
yeah.
on there.
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I went back and rewatched the special because I forgot he put it out like a year ago.
Yeah.
That's why I watched it
Yeah.
again. It's so good.
I will say
It's called Year of the Dragon. Nick Mullen.
Yeah.
It's
I don't mind Christina Pease.
Christina P is good, but you
Yeah.
know she's married to Tom, so she's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that Netflix series.
In May, yeah, dude, that's gonna be May is gonna be a big month for Netflix.
Tires
Tires.
trailer just dropped
Yep.
yesterday.
Oh, snap.
Yep, and then that other one that Tom's coming out with,
Best
Bad
show.
Thoughts.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's gonna be a skit show like Tim Robinson though. Bad Thoughts is. It's gonna be like
Oh,
him.
really?
Yeah, it's gonna be like skits, like having like intrusive thoughts, and that's what it's gonna be. Him just doing different shit. It's not gonna be like a sitcom.
Oh, okay.
From what I understand, it's gonna be like just like different like bits, like him getting like his hand stuck in a blender, like while he's like blending shit like in his kitchen, like just bad thoughts, like you know, letting your intrusive thoughts take over.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
like that.
really dark comedy. That's what
I'll
he kind
definitely
of.
watch it.
Yeah. And so it's not going to be like a running story. Like,
okay.
dude, Tires is going to be good. It's going to have like I think Gronk's in it this time, and a bunch of other like
I
cameos.
was gonna say Stavros is still in it.
McCusker's going to pop in.
Yeah, McCusker was like a.
He was a cop in the last.
cop.
I didn't even know it until he
Yeah.
said something about
It's
that.
just one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a good job of it. Like you can't
Yeah.
tell it's him.
No.
There was something I was listening to, and they were talking about. He was talking about who all like some of the people to expect to see that. Some of them.
Yeah, you couldn't tell everybody.
Yeah, he was like, some of them.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Some of them may be like new characters in the show, and some of them may just be
T.J. Watt
pop
or
in.
J.J. Watt. It's a bunch of like athletes
Yeah,
are
a bunch
in
of
it.
football players.
Yeah. And then Happy Gilmore 2 comes out in June or July as
Oh,
well. So it's going to be
The trailer for that looks good.
Yeah.
I'll try
It's
to
gonna be
stay
wild.
positive about it. For
Ben
sure.
Stiller looks wild in that trailer. Did you see him with the
Yeah.
handlebar mustache?
Yeah.
He's a nut.
Well, ladies.
I think that's about it. It's been an episode.
I had fun, guys.
It's been a good
I
one.
Missed you, boys.
Yeah. I mean, it's
We'll
been
do it
3 or 4
again.
weeks.
Yeah.
Comment about shirts. Shoot us a price. Be fair about it. You got to take up some of my back end.
Yeah, go ahead and throw us $13. Maybe pay
Yeah.
for some of those at Josh.
Is there anything y'all want to talk about, hear about, like for us to talk about? Do you have any funny stories that you could send in that maybe you would want us to talk about? Maybe give advice or point of view on some things. We just want to mix it up. I think sometimes, like I always try to think of what to kind of talk about. Sometimes I have a lot of stuff, like if I'm really thinking about
Yeah.
things, but if I'm always up for mixing it up, I think.
Yeah,
if,
for sure.
You know,
I mean, I've already heard from a couple.
we talk to each other every day, all day long.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's nice just to have some different perspective on some things. You
It
know?
was, and it was different from how we first started this because back then we would talk to each other like once or twice a week, and now it's got to where
Yeah,
we're
we have
just,
2 separate group messages that we talk in. And then,
and we're. I mean, it's gotten to a point where we're just like family. So I
Yeah.
like just like keeping up with these fellas all the time. So yeah, it's
Keeping up with the blacks.
Yeah, everything's been. We've evolved and changed.
Your family.
And I'm still going to do cryptid stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
I need to get back to that. I've already heard from a couple goons telling me that they missed that. So I will get back to. I've got stuff in the book. I was going to bring it up today, but then I was like, man, we ain't seen each other in 4 weeks. I know we haven't talked about any current
It's good
events.
just to catch up a little bit. Then we'll get into some shit next week.
Yeah, we haven't talked about any current events for a month. It's all been brackets and whatnot.
I think, dude, I've been
so.
burnt out on current events, dude. With everything going on, I just like I turn the news on now and I'm just like, ugh. Like I just, man, it's like just something. It's different every day. It's back. It's one thing one day, then the exact opposite the next day. Then the one thing the other day. Tariffs start tomorrow. Get your groceries tonight. Buy a car today.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh, damn.
That's the same way.
I was thinking about buying a Toyota
Yep.
or a Subaru.
Or a Honda. Those are all going to be going up.
Some of them, we have some factories.
Toyota.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
parts though, man.
That's
That's
in
what the
Kentucky.
thing is.
Toyota's the most made in America
Yeah.
one or
Yeah.
whatever.
They said that some parts though, for some vehicles made in America, are going to cross 12 to 13 different country borders before it ever gets to the
Yeah,
factory.
a lot of the electronics, and I mean, all of the electronics are made over there somewhere and not here.
All the computer chips.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's starting to
Taiwan.
make those.
Taiwan. Well, here we go, rambling.
Yeah,
we'll get into
here
it
we
next
go.
time. Until next time, this has been.
Fine by me.
Thank y'all for listening. Like, comment, subscribe.
Take it easy, guys. Love
Thanks.
you.
See you. Bye. See you next time.
Shut up.
You
They're
shut
not
up.
listening
Yeah,
anymore.
they are.
West Coast, Josh has one leg, me crash jokes, their podcast stream team. Talking current events, conspiracy theories unfold. They're unfiltered, the topic control. In the depths of the night, they dive so deep, exploring the world. Sequence, they sequence, the researcher fighting truth in the dark. Josh, the warrior with one leg leaves a mark. Shine a light on the shadows we fear. Speak the truth, make it crystal clear.